are really delighted here at Seniors Today that we have somebody as senior as Mr. Sanjay Shintre over here. Mr. Sanjay Shintre, as you know, is DIG Maharashtra Cyber Police, and he has previously worked with SB1 Zone 7. He's been the DCP Crime at the Thane Police Commissionerate. He's been the SP Highway Safety in Nagpur, and of course, as a top cop, as one says, he has been there, done that. But it's amazing that that we have somebody like yourself who has been through the entire career journey in the cops, in the police force, and now looking at cybercrime. But tell me, sir, how major, how big is the problem that you all face right now from cybercrime?
It is because of the lack of the technological knowledge. The citizens of all the world, this problem is increasing, and as far as this population is concerned, that is 73% population of throughout the world is connected to by this internet, and cyber criminals are active there. And as far as the statistics is concerned, that the income or the resources revenue generated by these cyber criminals through these cyber crimes, they are after US, China, and third one, that entity is cyber criminals. And they have proven the threats to everybody's life. That is concerning there.
I was watching this film called Jamtara, and which had some exposure on how these things are. And, I must confess, the way they are doing things, and, they have, they are actually on top of technology. And I think it's amazing that, now the Mumbai police and the police force in all parts of the country are now equipped. So without further ado, I would invite Mr. Sanjay Shintre to say a few words, and then we'll open it to the audience here who have gathered and who all have very, major questions to ask you. And we're really thankful that you have joined us today. Over to you, sir.
Yes, it is a pleasure to be here on this platform, and that is our cyber awareness program is also we are conducting, and it is a part of the cyber awareness program. I am happy to be here to address all these issues, cybercrime issues, especially financial frauds, and whatever the cyber crimes happens to the senior citizens. As far as the India is concerned, there are about 15 crore people across the India. They are senior citizens, and out of these 15 crore people, 30% of the senior citizens are living alone. They are alone in family. They are alone in a society, and sometimes they feel they are alone. That is, these are the categories as far as these senior citizens are concerned. And because of this lack of knowledge, technological knowledge, and they require a lot of tech support. They have sufficient money, and they have hard-earned money in their bank accounts. And because of this, the cyber criminals are targeting the senior citizens. That is a worry.
I wanted to ask you in terms of the complaints that come to you at the cybercrime cell. What is, do you know, is there a large percentage of people who come from, who are senior citizens who come to you, or is it, is it all of them are there? Are there a lot of senior citizens who come to you all for with complaints?
Yes, because the Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center, that is I4C, they have created a platform that is a cybercrime.gov.in. That is portal is there, and it is supported by this helpline that is 1930. Similarly, the Maharashtra government has inaugurated Maharashtra Cyber Security Project at Millennium Park, New Bombay, and the Maharashtra government also has initiated a portal that is mhcyber.gov.in. In that portal or on that helpline that is 1930, every cyber victim can call there and get registered their complaints. As far as the financial fraud is concerned, the amount which if you lodge complaint within 3 hours, when you receive SMS in your account, in your mobile phone, that such and such amount is debited from your account, and immediately you call 1930 and register complaint there, that whole money can be tracked in a cyber criminals account, and that account is frozen, that money is landmarked there. That facility is provided by this Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center as well as the Maharashtra Government Cyber Department. And as far as the concern of these complaints, we are receiving round about 1,000 to 2,000 complaints every day. We are receiving calls, 1,000 to 2,000. And approximately we are losing in Maharashtra, as far as the Maharashtra stat is concerned, we are losing round about 1 crore to 3 crores every day.
Wow, that's a huge amount.
From 2019 to till time, we have lost round about 5,000 crores of these Maharashtrian people, and because of this 1930 facility, we have complained in the right time within 3 hours after getting the when they are defrauded. We have recovered round about 550 crore rupees, which is saved by this 1930 portal. That activities are going. Government is doing everything to curb these cyber crimes and cyber criminals. But there is because of this banking system, it is a most worrisome fact because we have lot of banks here, and they have not kept sufficient manpower there to monitor their activities. Also, they have not monitored the mule accounts, that is accounts in the name of others, but someone is operating, that cyber criminals are operating that account. That is worrisome. And again, there is an internet connection, and there is a lack of awareness from these bank officials. The money, whatever the cyber criminals are defrauding, that is deposited to or that is withdrawn from this ATM, and that is worrisome.
So the Home Minister and the Finance Minister need to talk to each other and do something about this. But this 1930 number, see, these days in most of our cities, in most of our people also perhaps, landlines have gone away. So can this 1930 number be also available from the mobile phone?
Yes. It is available.
You can call from the mobile phone as well.
Yes.
And how many people are running this this 1930?
As far as the Maharashtra is concerned, because IFOC has created these facilities for India, and they have kept one nodal officer for each state. As far as the Maharashtra is concerned, we have there around about 100 people. They are taking calls. They are sitting there for 24/7. And also mscybercrime.gov.in. That portal is also there. Then again, central government has a cybercrime.gov.in portal is there. You can just log in that portal and you can raise your complaint there. Whatever the complaint, if that complaint may be the financial fraud, that the complaint may be cyber bullying, cyber stalking, cyber cheating. All that complaints are also that can be registered on that portal. And once you register complaint on that portal, that complaint automatically goes to the nearest police station. That whatever the address you have registered on this portal, that portal automatically identifies the nearest police station where you are residing, and that complaint is automatically goes to that local police station. If you want to some further investigation, for that matter, you have to visit that police station. If financial fraud is there, that whole money can be saved, and that the account of the cyber criminal can be frozen. It is AI operated, that is artificial intelligence there, and all banks are deployed on this platform. RBI is given all these banks from this RBI. They have all these banks are on this platform.
We have a question from Mrs. Kiran Kapadia who asks, how does our mail ID get hacked and what precautions should we take?
Because there is a concept of impersonation. Email ID hacking means somewhere there is a malware. The cyber criminals are contacting the victim through regular SMS, then WhatsApp messages, then chatting platforms, then YouTube channels, then Instagram. All these chatting platforms, that is content providers and emails. If someone sends a email, a PDF file to to any victim, and if that PDF file has a malware, then if you open that PDF file, then automatically your access or your email credentials are stolen by the cyber criminals. And again, they will open that email ID in another device, and they will create another credential and for them, and the email is hacked. It is very much
Which
simple
means,
for them.
yeah, which means, what I'm saying, what you're perhaps saying is that, for instance, I can get a mail from my, say, my daughter, and the
Yes,
email ID has her name because, and perhaps somebody
yes, yes.
knows
Impersonation.
impersonation is there.
Yes, yes.
So will you say that ideally nobody should open an attachment
No, in
unless
that
and you
case,
are certain?
for that, you must contact to the sender before opening that email. You must contact to the sender that such and such suspicious email. For every cyber crime or any cyber criminal activity, there is a suspicion. Victim suspects. If there is any suspicion, then directly contact to the sender who has sent that email and get confirmation from that sender that such and such email is sent to you, and then open that email. Because what happens if you are not contacting, maybe there is any kind of suspicion, or if there is attachment which is not regular and which is not similar, but again you are opening that PDF file, or that may contain that may contain malware, that may contain virus. Malware means it is a software.
Right, right. So that's a tricky thing because when does the person know that, when does the person suspect a certain mail? How can you be suspicious? Because if it has come from, say, a known person, a
Yes, yes,
relative.
for that, if it has come from a known person, then you should, and if there is a content that there are some PDF files or other files, zip files, such content is there, then there should be suspicion. And if it is from known people, then you should must contact that known man, a known sender, and please confirm from that such and such file they have sent to you. Then and then open that.
Right. I personally, if you ask me, I get a lot of mails every day, and I just hesitate to open any attachment. As a rule, I do not open any attachment, unless until I know for sure that it is from a verified source. But I agree with you, that's a big problem. We have a question from Rashmi Verma who says every time we are asked to give details of Aadhaar card, PAN number, um, is it risky, and how could it be avoided?
The Aadhaar card, PAN card, whatever the identity, in today's world, that is a DP, that is a whatever the photo you are sending, that is your identity. And that identity, whatever your PAN cards, accounts, then your these Aadhaar cards, they can be available at any forum, and they can be stolen by these cyber criminals. They are knowing your Aadhaar card, they are knowing your PAN card, what they are messaging, they are calling you, and after getting connected, they are just telling that this is Aadhaar card, is it yours? Then you agree that this is mine. But on this Aadhaar card, the account has been opened in a Canara Bank or SBI Bank, and in that SBI Bank, there is a money laundering in that account. Because once they get connected to any victim, they first need to get the confidence from that victim, and that is he is a real man. He is calling from bank. He is calling from a police station. He is calling from ED. He is calling from custom. He is calling from income tax. To get the confidence of that victim, he initially start that this is the Aadhaar card, and is it yours? He read out the whole numbers, and the victim confirms that, hey, this is my Aadhaar card. Then next question. Once they get the information, there is confirmation, then getting the confidence of the victim, they tell some other story that it happens to be a man, a senior citizen at Nashik, that someone has called the senior citizen and he spell out this Aadhaar number, and senior citizen confirmed that this is my Aadhaar number. But on this, it is yeah, on this Aadhaar card, a account from a Canara Bank is opened. In that Canara Bank, someone you had deposited 20 lakh in cash to make it white. In a bank, it is black money. To make it white, you have deposited 20 lakhs in Canara Bank. Otherwise, this senior citizen has no account in that Canara Bank. But getting information about this Aadhaar card, he confirms that somebody may have misused my Aadhaar card. He might have opened the account in Canara Bank and he might have deposited 20 lakhs there. After getting few conversation, few words, then again these cyber criminals are telling to them, for that matter, we have to inquire with you, and that's why we need your physical presence here. If you are not available, then you can have a Skype video call on Skype. And if you are not familiar to Skype, or you are not this Skype ID, then we will provide ID. Then another cyber criminal has called that senior citizen, and he has provided the technical support regarding this IP. And once he is on Skype, then there is automatically connection from the cyber crime department Bangalore. Someone is in police uniform. He was sitting there, cyber criminal, and he was telling that we have arrested Naresh Agrawal, and he has a gang. They are cheating of people across the India, and one of the victim from this is cheater is crimes. He have committed suicide, and their family are raising the complaint that because of your money laundering activity, you are a cheating association, and you are associate of that Naresh Agrawal. And they have also shown the photo of that Naresh Agrawal on Skype ID to again reconfirm. Then the senior citizen have some thought that someone might have misused my Aadhaar card, and he might have opened his Canara Bank, and the gang has running this racket, and knowingly unknowingly they are dragging my name in their association. Then again there is a call from Cybercrime Mumbai that this is a big case and we are investigating it, and for that we have to inquire about your transactions across whatever the accounts you have. Then the senior citizens have told them that I have hard on money, that is 6 crore to 7 crore in my such and such account. It is SBI's account. And for sure, I am not a criminal, and I don't know this Naresh Agrawal, the gang activity. I have never deposited 20 lakh. Whole story was there. Then again, they are convinced, the cyber criminals convinced the senior citizen to deposit all this money in a bank account. After 2 hours, we will inquire whether there is money laundering or not, and then we will return to it. Then senior citizen asked, prayed for them that I need some money, and they have given back 2 lakhs out of 7 crore for daily expenditure. And after 2 hours, whole thing has gone. 7 crore rupees has lost.
So,
How this crime has happened? Because the cyber criminals are pretending to be a police officer, pretending to be for telecom ministry, pretending to be from electric supplier MSCB, pretending to be from custom office, pretending to be airport of India, pretending to be from courier services, and from traffic services. All these are the services the any common victim or any common civilians are using, and they are getting called from these various authorities.
Right. We have a couple of questions that have come in about digital arrests, and one is asking what are digital arrests. Sunita Verma says these days digital arrests are very common. How does one avoid them? Vijay Lakshmi says, G. Vijay Lakshmi, what precautions should be taken to avoid cyber arrest? Can you throw some light on digital arrest, cyber arrest?
Yes, digital arrest means is arrest which is on camera. That is, I am talking to you, that is, you are digital arrested. Now, I am talking to you, you are talking to me. Either I am digitally arrested, or either you are digital arrested. That is a simple thing. But The common people are not knowing that any police officer, any ED officer, any custom officer, any courier officer, or any traffic branch officer, any crime branch officer, any officer from any army, they never interrogate any victim or any suspect on online. They will officially call to the suspect to the police station, their premises, their offices, and they will interrogate them. There is no concept of online interrogation. And cyber criminals, what they are providing facility to the victim that if you are not coming to police station, you are far away from our office is far away from your residence, and then there is a facility you can come on camera and we will inquire. And there is no concept of video conferencing, interrogation by video conferencing. That is, in common terms, the people are known it as they are knowing it as a digital arrest. If such call is there, someone is pretending, someone is wearing police uniform, custom officer's uniform, yeah, any other authorities uniform, and they are calling you, just don't entertain such calls. In no cyber criminal will come to your home. He will never arrest you. He will only arrest you on online. And if you avoid if you don't take these calls, they will not do anything to you.
There's a question that has come in, Mr. Shintre, about from Gyan Chandra Shukla. What should we do if we get calls from other countries? We block those numbers. Is there any other remedy?
There is a remedy. That is the DOT. That the Department of Telecommunication has developed a portal that is a digital intelligence unit. Commonly, it is known as Chakshu. In that portal, you can register all these incoming calls there, whatever the links you are receiving, whatever the emails from which email you are receiving the malwares or other viruses, or whatever the links they are advertising fake products, or whatever they are offering. Sometimes the cyber criminals have quoted their cell numbers, their links, their offices, their websites, trading platforms on Google platform. Google is making business. Google is catching the mindset of these common man, and they are creating customers for various productions throughout world. Whatever you are producing, they are creating the customers by social engineering. And that's why the cyber criminal are using these various chatting platforms, this search engine, that is Google engine, Yahoo engine, any engine. These are the search engines. They are placing their advertise there, they are placing their numbers there as a technical support. And in that case, suppose there is any case of digital arrest, or suppose you are victim of that any international call, just cut these calls. Just cut these calls. And
fact,
put all the number in that Sanchar Sati. You must visit Sanchar Sati. Sanchar Sati, there is a portal. There are 7 portals are there. That is one important portal is Chakshu. In that Chakshu portal, you can register all this. You can note raise complaint about these communications, links, and that is automatically it will be blocked. Any app which is played in Google Play Store, any links, any APK file that can be automatically blocked by this APK, that these cyber criminals can never use in a future crime.
Mr. Sanjay Shintre, there are a lot of people who get these calls about bank account, and you mentioned about money going in from the account. So what is the advice that you would give to people about, how do they run their bank accounts? Do they keep a bank account which has, say, just 20 or 30,000 rupees, which is their regular savings account, and the rest of the accounts that they have do not have access to UPI and online access and all that? What is the advice? Because while you said you gave the names of some websites, etc., but many of our senior citizens are just about getting into using the internet and using the mobile phone. They're not really familiar with visiting websites and knowing that, and some of them do not even have their children staying with them. They don't have anybody who's younger and who's perhaps more comfortable working with the internet through the mobile phone. So what is the general advice that you would give to somebody about bank accounts? For instance, if I have a bank account and I have 2 lakh rupees in it, then and if I use UPI, then there's a likelihood of it being misused. So what, is there any special advice that you would give, especially to our senior citizens?
In that case, you should place a upper cap. What amount should be withdrawn? 10,000, 5,000. Before you should place cap on that withdrawal amount, and that is one of the options for you. Then whatever you are saying, that is there should be different accounts. One account is with heavy balance. That account should not be operated by any internet activity, and one account for daily expenditure. That is fine.
That is fine. I must mention here what our good friend has been saying, that all bank accounts have a facility available. You have to go to the back end, and perhaps you can speak to the person who's in the bank to tell you about how to put a cap on your expenses. For instance, credit cards or debit cards have a tab, and you can even put a cap on the tab access, whether it is 3,000 or 5,000 or 1,000. You can do that. And similarly, on usage, online usage, international usage, all of that, there is a facility of a cap available. Of course, it means that if you have put a cap for 5,000 rupees and you want to buy something worth 5,001, you will not be able to buy it unless until you change the access.
Yes, that things are there, but any account is a safe in any bank. The accounts are safe. Only what happens here, sometimes they will call you on mobile phone. You are naturally sending all your money to their cyber criminals account. Nothing can be. There are few cases, or as per my knowledge, because after sending by to internet banking or through UPI, there is no crime. There is no cyber crime. There is some mistakes from our side. You are giving OTP to others. You are giving Google code to others. If someone getting call from WhatsApp call, these are the internet calls. Facebook calls, these are the internet calls. And regular call, that is a cell to cell call, is a regular call. That can be intercepted. And the internet calls are managed one. That in some cases, there is a owner and there is a cashier in his office, and sometimes the cashier gets the message on WhatsApp by this owner that I am in a hurry and I have to process the tender process, and I want please deposit 20 lakh 30 lakh to this such and such account, then and then I will get tender. And in that case, after seeing the DP of the owner, whatever the DP regular, and he has the cashier has not confirmed the mobile number, he has not made confirmation from regular call, and only WhatsApp message he has transferred 30 lakhs, and he has been defrauded.
So I think clearly the message is that if you do receive a call, if you do receive a message that any amount more than say 100 or 200 rupees, you should always check with the sender of the call. I received a message the other day that my cousin is stuck somewhere in traffic, and
yes, there is cyber criminal.
Yeah. And we have got a message from somebody from Sahita Agarwal who says sometimes we get a call that your son has been arrested and call us, etc. So there are a lot of these calls which come about son being arrested, daughter being arrested. I used to get calls that my daughter has taken money from somebody and all of that. So can one also call 1930 and
you can call you can call on that 1930 and you can raise complaint there. You can mention whatever the links they have provided and from which call they have called you, whether it was a WhatsApp call, whether it was a Facebook call.
So this 1930 calls, because not everybody is comfortable in speaking in English or Hindi.
No, it is multi-language. It is in a local language. It is in Marathi, it is in Hindi, it is in Gujarati, in Bengali.
Great. So that availability is there. Tamil, Kannada,
Yes,
all of that.
that availability is there. That availability is there.
Right. You know, there's a question from Aarti Ghosh who is asking, how can we strengthen the security of our cell phone and other devices?
The only answer to this, update your phones regularly, because whatever the company, whatever the cell phones you are using, there is a company and they are updating your softwares daily basis. You have to
And
update your softwares.
and would you say that, there are certain, I know we don't want to recommend brands here, but is there any recommendation of the type of cell phones one should use or one shouldn't use?
No, there is no type of recommendation, because whatever the phones you are using, they are safe. They are safe, and they are updating their softwares regularly.
They are updating their software regularly.
Yes.
Um, Great. We have so many questions that have come in, and we don't have too much time, but we need to, even when you block numbers, Sarojji is saying, even when you block numbers, the call keeps coming again and again. They call from various places. I have been getting calls from people, that I have an insurance policy which I have started many years back, and you pay some money and you can get the entire bigger amount. Um, you know, I is the cybercrime department. You mentioned about banks in the past, but are our institutions, are our banking institutions, are our insurance organizations, are they taking serious note of cybercrime as well?
Yes, sir, they are taking serious note. They are also developing their facilities to protect these common civilians, cash or whatever the amount they are landed there. But what happens? There is some type of misunderstanding or some type of mistakes committed by these victims, and that's why the cyber criminals are there.
Um, Mr. Shintre, my team has been in touch with you to have these sessions on a regular basis on the Seniors Today platform, and we are going to be, very happy to do it. But supposing, say, for instance, in my society, there are at least 30 senior citizens who live. Uh, if we want, an orientation of everybody in the society, because nothing to beat face to face. Is there
Yes,
something
yes.
that you can that the Maharashtra police, for instance, I'm in Pune, can I get somebody from Pune to come here and speak to our senior citizens in our society?
Yes, yes, that is possible. That is possible.
That is possible. So, to my team here, I think we should try and facilitate this. And to all of you here, if you have more than 20 or 20, 30 people in your society, and if you want us to do something, please do get in touch with us at our events ID, events@seniorstoday.in. I'm going to request Firoz to put up the email address on the chat window. Please let us know, and we will speak to Mr. Sanjay Shintre. Of course, he's in Maharashtra, but if you are in Bengaluru, if you are in Delhi, we have a lot of people from Delhi. We will help organize these things in your RWAs or your housing complexes, etc. May not happen immediately, but we will try and definitely do that. I think it's important that we are seniors today, and we have so many of our readers here, and so many people are gathered over here. There are, as we are talking here, there are 134 people who are there. There are so many people who are watching it live on YouTube, and we would all like to serve them and ensure, because senior citizens have all the problems. They hardly know how to use the phones. They love to use the phones. They love to use the phones. They love to speak to their grandchildren. All of that. There's a question from Shamila Ravi, and I'm going to end this as the last question here. Is there how do you prevent morphing? And my other question is, if I speak for more than 1 minute to somebody, hello, 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 how are you? Who's this? Whatever. Can the other person clone my voice?
Yes, yes, that is possible.
So what do you suggest you should do? You should just
You should speak whatever you have to speak, or whatever the activity. You should not restrict yourself for any activity. But there is that is a deep fake technology there. In that deep fake technology, there is a machine learning, data swapping, and artificial intelligence. These are the elements there, and they can clone your voice. They can imitate your whatever the visuals you are placing on the Facebook or YouTube, anywhere. But before committing before falling prey to this any cyber criminal activity, let us sure from the sender side, because they are pretending as your friend, they are pretending your grandson, they are pretending as a police officer, they are pretending as a bank officer, they are pretending from a BMSC officer. Whenever there is a call from any cyber criminal, they are pretending as earlier, then you should call that person, that relative on regular, that is regular mobile. Don't call him on that WhatsApp. Don't call him them on Facebook. These are the internet calls. Call them, get it confirmed, and then whatever activity you are going to do, you can do.
Great.
My only advice is to, if there is any suspicious call, the voice may be cloned, your videos may be cloned, all things can be cloned. That is a deep fake technology. And your data is not yours only. It is available to everybody. And if some cyber criminals are quoting your phone PAN number, your Aadhaar number, your relative's name, your friend's name, your tourist places, your destination places, whatever the activity you have done in a past, if someone is quoting that activity and getting confidence of you, and you are making transaction of the money with him, or whatever the photos, whatever the voice samples, whatever the content you are sending to them, before that, please confirm to that sender that from a regular call. That is a regular, that is your mobile number, your landline number. And then go ahead.
Great. Thank you very much, Mr. Sanjay Shintre. I know you are speaking with us after a long day at work, and but it's really amazing that you have taken time out to speak to our senior citizens and to us. And I know, to all of you here, I know we have not been able to answer all the questions. There are a lot of questions, and I'm sure you will have a lot more questions as well. But rest assured that we will organize these sessions thanks to Mr. Shintre. What I'm also going to suggest to you is that we should not only do this in English, but we should also do this in other languages. We should do it in Marathi, Hindi, Gujarati, and also try and do it in other languages across the countries, because senior citizens are there everywhere and we need to speak to them in their language. Perhaps they can understand things better. And I'm going to be, we will be in touch with you, sir, and, take your assistance from other cybercrime cells across the country and try and look at reaching out to them everywhere. Because I think if we have the internet, the mobile, etc., are amazing pieces of technology. They help us be in touch with our old friends, with connecting with people, with sending photographs, etc., with being in touch with our grandchildren, some of them who are, elsewhere in the world. But there is also cybercrime. And, thank you once again. And to all of you here, we have, my team has your email addresses, etc. Those of you who would like to get in touch with us, please send it to us. Send us a mail at events@seniorstoday.in. And, and many of you know Archana and everybody else. So be in touch with us. And if you want to organize, if there are 30 people in your housing complex, and if you want us to do something about it, we may not be able to do it immediately, not next week, not week after next, but we will definitely do it for you in your society. Of course, the permissions will have to be taken by you. We will need to look at some, place where this can be arranged, and upon mutual convenience, we can try and organize it. But clearly, we are there at your service. The police force is there at your service, and and we know the commitment levels that they have to make life easier for you. Thank you very much, sir. And thank you to all of you for being here.
Namaste. Thank you.
Namaste.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.